Let's start this video off with stating the obvious. I'm a huge Disney fan. I can count the movies I haven't seen from the animated canon in one hand. And going to Disney World is a pilgrimage. It's basically a pilgrimage for me. So let's talk about Frozen. Frozen is the 53rd movie in the animated canon. A fact that fans and defenders of the film tend to forget when they are defending it, pointing out the obvious. By all means, I think it's a good movie. I was one of those that kept singing Let It Go because it's really empowering. And I said that because I want to give as much as an objective standpoint as I can when I say this, and I'm probably going to get some hate mail after this. But Frozen isn't the end all movie that people put it out to be. Fans claim that Frozen is the first movie in canon that the princess has any agency or control over her destiny. That's simply not true. Let's look at the roster of princesses in Disney lore. You have Ariel, Snow White, Aurora, Belle, Jasmine, Tiana, Rapunzel, Mulan, but she's an honorary princess. She's basically a general now, I think. And interestingly enough, no one ever mentions Eloise, but I haven't seen that movie, so I'm not gonna mention it either. Sorry, and Merida. That's the roster. And now we have Anna. With very, very few exceptions, I would say that not all the princesses come out and looking for a man. The only two exceptions are Snow White and Aurora. And Ariel, I'm gonna discuss in a bit, but keep in mind she's a bit on the edge on this one. Snow White and Aurora are what I call products of their time. Snow White um didn't have much character to begin with. Let's be real. Even the story itself is she doesn't have that much character, as well as Aurora. They're basically cosmic playthings in the whole universe of their respective movies. I bet I can even say that the movies gave them a little more agency than the story where they originated. Snow White is both are defined. Snow White and Aurora are both defined by being romantic and naive. But Snow White also does a few things. She knows how to clean. She knows how to. Yeah, I can understand why that's problematic. And they fall deeply in love with the prince that they meet. I'm gonna give you a context on that and say that in the original stories, they were still teenagers. Teenagers love fast and they fall hard. And in this case, yes, they don't have much agency in their own destinies, but they do more than just parade around and look pretty. Hmm. Naive, helpless, romantic that falls in love with the first person she sees. Doesn't that sound familiar? Okay, now that we have those two, and of course they reflect the values of the time in which they were filmed. Snow White basically falls into the whole we have 45 minutes to make this movie and we can't exactly do much with her. And Aurora came in the 50s where they was trying where the model of the woman was to be romantic and free, but also very, very proper. Now let's talk about Ariel. Ariel, as Ariel doesn't set out to look for a man. She doesn't set out to look for a prince. If you see the beginning, she is not even caring about she doesn't even care about the man that later comes in. She's more interested in going into the human world. That's her basic gist of her character. She wants to explore. Hello, part of a new world. And she basically does her way. And when she decides to explore and see a boat, that's when she sees Eric. But we can see that in her whole collection, she has been wanting to go to the human world for years now.